Welcome to Brainy Logic. In today's video we are going to talk about the 10 fears of a narcissist. Enjoy the video. 1. A narcissist will fear expressing gratitude. It is important to connect with your feelings and recognize that you are grateful for something. It would be a good thing to show someone how grateful they are for what they have done. To a narcissist, being grateful makes them feel like they owe something to the person or thing they are grateful for. They also think that because the condition is based on a sense of entitlement, they deserve special treatment and attention because of it. They should be praised and valued because they are better than other people, not the other way around. For example, when a narcissist goes on vacation and leaves their pet with a friend or a family member, it can be difficult for them to thank the individual for taking care of their pet when they come back. Instead, the narcissist wants them to thank him or her for giving them an opportunity to do them a good deed. To the majority of people, this is not acceptable. But the narcissist has this kind of manipulation built into his or her personality. 2. A narcissist will fear rejection. Narcissists hate when people reject them because it makes them feel destabilized and invalidated. They spend a lot of time and money trying to look good, but on the inside, they think they are unlovable and insignificant. It doesn't matter what kind of rejection they get, whether it's professional, personal, or social. It sends them into a panic. The narcissist's life is based on them taking on the role of the person who rejects. When they think they have lost control, they will try to get it back as hard as they can. A narcissist would never show signs of rejection because of something you said or did. Instead, they will use every strategy in the book, from threats, guilt trips, and vengeance. In addition, they are well known for humiliating others as a form of revenge. 3. A narcissist will fear not being in control. They enjoy being in command, and they have an underlying agenda behind everything they say and do. If they verbally insult you and do not respond, it frightens them, and they will attack you again. A narcissist may be disarmed by responding rather than reacting, and this is one of the most effective methods of doing so. Those who are victimized by narcissists are on high alert all of the time. The unpredictable nature of their behavior means that you never know what they're going to do from one instant to another. They are the puppet masters, and you, the victim, are a puppet in their hands. When a narcissist commands you to jump and you react with something other than how high, they become frightened and become aggressive. They fear anything that doesn't go along with their plans. 4. A narcissist will fear not being admired. Narcissists can't function without a lot of things. It's like taking a drug to them. If you take heroin away from someone who uses heroin, you should expect them to be angry. They suffer when they don't get their daily dose of praise and awe. If you want to know how to annoy a narcissist, stop giving them your love. There must be a high level of respect for them at all times. If the narcissist hasn't reached the discard stage, then they are most likely worried and afraid that their partner isn't interested in them anymore. During this time, they will go back to love bombing in a desperate bid to get your trust and approval again. 5. A narcissist will fear being exposed. Healthy people know and are proud of who they are. They take a lot of pleasure in showing others how they really are. Most of the time, they are always looking for ways to improve themselves. This includes self-reflection and taking responsibility for their own actions. Emotionally healthy people enjoy getting close to their friends, family, and loved ones, and part of that closeness is being able to be who they really are around them. Narcissists, on the other hand, have a great deal of fear of being exposed, so they avoid self-evaluation and see intimacy as a threat. A lot of people think of narcissists as people who look at themselves in the mirror, but the truth is that they are always running from who they really are. They don't know who they are. Narcissists are always trying to hide and cover up their flaws by surrounding themselves with delusions of exceptionalism. The only thing they care about more than convincing themselves of their false sense of self-worth is convincing other people to believe in it too. Because of their deep insecurities, they are very dependent on how others see them. They need a lot of attention and praise all the time, and if they don't get it, they can't work well. Therefore, narcissists have become very good at convincing people to support and believe the person they portray and the story that goes with it. 6. A narcissist will fear feeling guilty. Guilt is a feeling that narcissists are afraid of connecting to. They fear being connected to their emotions in general. Additionally, they don't like the idea of admitting that they were wrong in any way. And guilt would mean that they would have to admit that they were wrong. Everyone makes mistakes. When we know we did something wrong, it's hard for us to take responsibility and say sorry. But sadly, for a narcissist, because of their sense of self-importance and perfectionism, it is impossible for them to make a mistake in their opinion. Narcissists will find a way to twist and manipulate a situation even if they have proof of their wrongdoings, according to research. This way, they won't be put in a position where they are vulnerable. 7. A narcissist will fear being insulted. Everybody doesn't like being hurt, but the average person can take negative feedback with a grain of salt and move on because they feel good about themselves. It's hard for anyone to shake your confidence when you know who you are and what you stand for. This isn't the case with narcissists though. If what you say about them doesn't match up with their imaginary self, it hurts them very much. Also, it's important to note that narcissists tend to take things out of context because they are always looking for evidence to back up how they feel. A narcissist partner might say something like, "So you think I look fat in this?" Because inside, they think they're fat. When a narcissist thinks they have been hurt, they will sulk and think about it for days on end. If they were really offended, they may never be able to move on and they may look for ways to get back at the person who said something bad about them. 8. A narcissist will fear failure. They love being perfect because they think they're perfect human beings who can't make mistakes, so they're always striving for perfection. Any sign that they aren't perfect in some way shows that they aren't perfect at all. Because narcissists lie so much to themselves, they believe their own lies. This makes it easier for them to deal with the inside failure they feel. It can be hard for a narcissist to hide or cover up their mistakes, so they may feel like they have lost control of their own identity. It's normal to be afraid of failing, but if you can learn from your mistakes, failure can be a great way to grow as a person. A person must first look inside himself or herself in order to turn failure into something positive. This is something that most narcissists would never do unless they were ready to change. 9. A narcissist will fear taking responsibility for their actions. Many narcissists don't want to take responsibility for their own actions. Everyone has to take the blame when something goes wrong. Besides them, everyone else is crazy except them. Accusations often lead to narcissistic rage, which is when they lash out at their accuser. This is one of their many power moves that they use to scare people into submission. You will almost never get a narcissist to take responsibility for their actions. However, when you refuse to take the blame for their mistakes, they don't like it at all. For example, if you caught your partner red-handed with their hands inside the candy jar, they will fight back and say that what you are seeing isn't real at all. If you're mentally healthy, you feel relieved when you take responsibility for something. Narcissists don't like to feel vulnerable, so it's hard for them to do this. Hold them personally responsible for their actions, and they will start to think you're a threat. 10. A narcissist will fear being embarrassed. Narcissists are unable to reason properly because of their grandiose and hypersensitive personalities. Their expectations are completely unreasonable, and they are intimidated by even the most insignificant slights in the world. No one seeks out humiliation or embarrassment in their life, but the emotional instability of the narcissist makes them particularly prone to these feelings. When confronted with these feelings, the narcissist would put himself or herself in a position of power by humiliating and degrading others around him or herself. Well, that's all for today's video about the 10 fears of a narcissist. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and to also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we release another video. See you next time on Brainy Logic.